What's up, Aries? Thanks for joining me on my channel today. Welcome to the Intuitive Teacup. We are going to be doing a fun little monthly read for you all for the month of May. Remember, these are general messages, so that means that not everything that I say is going to resonate with you, and that's totally fine. Only take away messages for your best and highest good, and you will know what that is. We all have free will, and we all have accountability for our own actions. That's very important to remember. That being said, if some of the messages are resonating but not everything, do check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs for additional messages. If you don't know how to do that, I've linked a good website below that it's totally free. It'll help you figure out where all the planets were at the time of your birth. And it's very fun to know that, so have fun checking that out if you're into it. Other than that, what else do you need to know? This channel's brand new. It's been up for about a month. So show me some love, like, share, support. Subscribe, leave a comment, pass it along to your friends if you're interested, and yeah, I would appreciate that. Other than that, what can we get for our beautiful Aries friends for the month of May? For the Aries, the Rams, we're coming out of your season, so I hope you all had a happy birthday. We are in Taurus season now. I think things are going to slow down. It's not going to be as fiery and fierce, but it's good. It's feeling, you know, spring has sprung, the energy is good, people are happy. There's been a lot of readings that have to do with like love, family-oriented things, career, which makes sense for Taurus, the earth sign, digging things in the ground, right? I did Geminis last night and it was a hot dumpster fire. So if any of you are dealing with a Gemini, damn. But the messages were oddly specific, so yeah, I don't know. It was just funny. All right, what can we get here? For Aries, for the Rams, for May, what are the messages that Aries needs to hear for their best and highest good? I think you got too many cards here, but we'll take these three. Yeah, you have a lot here. Okay. We'll do that. All right, so bottom of your deck. Oh no, you don't have a bottom card. You don't. We weren't meant to see the bottom card. All right, so we will just begin here. In your past, you have the Chariot, the Seven of Pentacles, and that's the Chariot, Cancerian energy. Seven of Pentacles, that is Earth, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and Ten of Cups. Again, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, water energy. That makes sense. I feel like Aries, you have had really good readings, at least from what I've been picking up. So Chariot, forward movement, it's the card of victory. Again, Cancer, balancing the light and dark energy, being in control, being the power player to get you to your destination, to get you to your next step. Now, Seven of Pentacles can be a card of delay or contemplation. It's the idea of you've planted some seeds in the ground and you're wondering, you're assessing, the card of assessment. What is going to come of these seeds? Is something great going to bloom from them? And I'm getting that it's something that I don't know if you physically moved on from, but it's like you did something here, you got in your car, your Chariot, to do something over here, but you still go and check back on whatever this is. So I don't know what that is for you. It's going to be a little bit different for everyone. But if these seeds come into bloom, come into fruition, I think you see it as being the key to your happy ending, your fairy tale ending, the Ten of Cups, the house, the car, the kids. But more so it has to do with feelings, what feels great, what feels good, you know, rainbow in the sky type of, you know, harmony, peace, extreme bliss and joy. So maybe you're working your way towards that. Maybe you've made some positive progress forward in your endeavors. It could be in your career. It could be with a person that you're wanting to build with, build a relationship with, build a home with. But it's good energy because you see a huge amount of potential in it. You see a huge amount of happiness in it. Okay, so now that's your past. Now, I tend to read it as past, present, future, but for you, it could be like beginning of the month, middle of the month, end of month. It could be like May into June. So whatever resonates, take it. If it doesn't resonate, toss it out. So in your present, you have the High Priestess, more Cancerian energy, can sometimes also be Pisces. It speaks about sitting and knowing, a need to not take action, but to channel one's intuition, channel messages from above. It can also be secretive energy. Taking in what's around you, and again, because it's Cancerian energy, balancing the dark and the light, sitting in balance, in harmony. It does speak about cycles with the moon, also trusting your intuition, which may be what this is. If you're worried or assessing something, it's like the answer is within you. And that is being clarified by the Page of Wands. So fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Yeah, it could be trusting your intuition on where to take this career in the future, where you need to travel to find more success. If it is related, yeah, I'm getting like reach out to more clients, reach out to more followers potentially if you're doing something on like social media or the internet. Communicate with a larger group, traveling to far distant lands. He's got like pyramids behind him, right? So if you're considering, if this 10 of Cups involves travel, like world travel, you know the answers. If you're trying to, yeah, if you're trying to seek answers from within, and you have the Page of Swords here, gain knowledge, the knowledge is going to come from you. It's not going to come from an outside source. It's essentially saying follow your heart. To wrap it up in a neat little bubble like that. Follow this creative spirit, but where? Well, you already know the answer. You may just need to sit on it for a little bit. Because ultimately, yeah, it's like these two Cancer cards fall right under each other. The Chariot. And as I was saying, it's like you've made progress. You've gotten in your metaphoric, your chariot, your car. You've gotten to a destination, and now you're assessing, okay, where do I go from here to reach more happiness, to reach more followers, to reach more clients, to reach more money, whatever it is. Sit and wait. You don't need to make a rash decision because the decision lies within. Moon talks about cycles. It may take a passing of the days, a passing of the seasons, a passing of the month to really analyze and understand what you need. And I am getting that there may be a little bit of impatience there. With the Page of Wands, he's a fire sign, right? And he's a young fire sign. It's immature. So it's like you have that fire burning inside of you and you're anxious and eager to go after it. Just sit and wait. It's not the time to take action right now in the present. So this delay, even though it's frustrating you, you want to move and keep building, keep progressing. You already have progressed. Now is the time to wait. Now is the time to sit and gather information. With the Page of Swords, this is air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And on my board, this page is looking directly at the High Priestess, the sitting and knowing, the finding out secrets. Now, this can sometimes be the spying card. It's literally gathering information. Swords speak of the mind. So, thoughts, ideas, information, sometimes communication. Someone could be grilling you for information, Aries, because I'm very much getting that you're the High Priestess in this scenario, clarified by the Wands. You're eager to go, but this could be you, but I'm also getting that someone is trying to pry the information out of you. Like, well, if you're going on a business trip, I need to know where. Where are you going? What time are you going to get there? Have you booked your flights yet? And again, that fire sign in you wants to have all the answers and be like, this, and this, and then we're going to go here, and then we're going to do that. You could be planning a trip, literally. You may be going on vacation. But as I said, not yet. There's a need to wait. Okay, so this Page of Swords is clarified by the Ace of Cups. This has to do with emotional happiness, an overflowing, like a well of happiness. So again, a good step towards that fairy tale ending. So yeah, it could be a creative project as well. Sometimes water can be creativity as well as wands. So, and it does fall under the assessment cards. So this could be you, Aries. Gathering information on what is going to make you the most happy. Analyzing what's in your cup. What makes you happy. What leaves you feeling emotionally satisfied. And again, there's an element of not knowing yet. You're getting information. You're sitting on the secrets. Something about the secrets of where to go. I don't know if it's literal distance or just how to build a career, how to build a foundation, right? She's sitting between these two. This could also be seeking advice from some sort of like spiritual leader. If that resonates with you. If not, I'm not suggesting that that's something you necessarily need to go pursue. But if you're like an active member in church, or if you, I don't know, if you're heavily involved in like spiritual practices and meditation, and you have like I don't know, like a yogi leader, whatever they're called, that you seek advice from, there's something about like their presence, how it's all about internal action, if that makes sense. They don't come into a room the way a fire sign does. They're very at peace and balanced and at harmony. They are a good person to potentially seek answers in. If you are really stuck and struggling and not being able to open yourself up, I think you should meditate, to be honest. I think the answer really does lie within you, but I am getting that if it's not coming out of you and it's been quite some time, if secrets still remain here, then it would be appropriate to go to someone humbly. I don't know why that's important, but you need to go to them humbly, seeking answers of their wisdom or guidance. It could actually be like going to a tarot card reader, potentially. Interesting. But yeah, there's a delay in getting the answers. Also with the moon. Piscean energy, but also Cancerian. You have a lot of Cancer cards here. You might be dealing with a Cancer. You may have a lot of Cancer in your chart. Cancers are the mother of the zodiac. They're very nurturing. They're kind. But they don't always play their cards. Cancers can be a bit secretive as well. They don't wear their emotions on their sleeve because they fear of getting hurt. But that being said, they have such a great wealth of love. Overflowing love. But they can be prone to jealousy as well. And I could sort of interpret that as this. If this is your person, potentially. Especially if this person's trying to get answers out of you. They see that you're overflowing with happiness, and that your life is you're doing really great things in life, and like you're sparkling, you're shining, your fire, right, Aries, is burning bright. But you're not telling them how you're doing it. This could be a tinge of jealousy, of spying, of wanting to get information from you. Like, what the hell is Aries up to? Like, why didn't they call last night? Like, what are they up to? It could be that. Secrets. Oh gosh, again. Oh, this is like the Gemini reading. The moon clarified by the Empress. So it actually does remind me of the High Priestess, and the secrets, something that isn't clear, something that's shadowy, it is being clarified by the Empress, the woman who's always shown pregnant. The answers, what she's creating, you can't see it because it's under this dress. Like, her pregnant belly is growing. It's from within her, inside of her. Much like this High Priestess who I was saying channels messages from spirit. She doesn't act. She doesn't speak. She intuitively knows. Again, more cards of inaction. I mean, just the very basics of it. You know, a pregnant woman isn't going to be out running a race. She's not going to be out, starting a new business and going on 1 million business trips to grow her empire. There's a need for something to grow. There's a need for patience here, Aries. It could literally be 9 months, right? I'm also getting, though, that if it is 9 months, whatever, this waiting period of being in secrets, there's a reason why those secrets are being kept undercover. There's a reason why you're not supposed to know more at this time. And yeah, I do feel like the Empress, more than anything, is a timestamp in this. This could potentially take 9 months to a year for you to completely figure out where to go next with this endeavor. It could be a relationship. If it's something like planning a vacation, I wouldn't say that so much. If that's the case, then be careful, because you might get pregnant if you're having a fun time on vacation. It's not going to be for most of you. But I mean, you do have a couple cards that could indicate that. The Moon, the Ace of Cups, the Empress, that can sometimes indicate pregnancy. I'm also getting, okay, how I was saying Cancer is the mother of the zodiac, and then you got the Empress. There might be valuable information that your mother holds, or is a motherly figure in your life. I'm getting more feminine. Doesn't have to be, but generally speaking, I mean, the Empress is a feminine card, so it doesn't have to be your mother. It could be an aunt. It could be a coworker that is, I don't know if it's necessarily older and wiser, but someone who has a wealth of knowledge, a wealth of creativity, if this is a creative endeavor. Excuse me. But she is Mother Nature. Again, the changing of the cycles, the tides, the moon. The Empress, Mother Nature, she is in tune with nature. The same way the High Priestess is in tune with spirit, with her intuition. How I was saying, this could be like a spiritual leader of some kind. Even if it's just your yoga teacher, someone who is more in tune with the elements. It has to do with like a spiritual feeling, which is why this Page of Swords is so frustrated, because this person is rooted in logic, in facts, in numbers, in statistics, in analytics. That's not going to get you your answer here. It's what your heart tells you, the passion, the fire that burns inside you, where that leads you to go where the fire is, because you just instinctively know to go there. Yeah, and it's something about going out into nature to find answers, to uncover the secrets, going out into, like, I said this to someone else, like taking a nature hike, going out into the world to seek answers, going out into a greater world to seek answers within. I don't know if that's going to land for all of you, but don't rush it. There's no need to force it. I'm just getting like holding a knife to someone's throat, like, tell me what you've been up to, like metaphorically, not seriously. That's not how you get answers. You can't rush the process. You can't rush a baby being delivered into the world. It needs time to grow, to develop. Bun in the oven, right? Maybe some of you are opening up a bakery or, I don't know, a restaurant. I have no idea. So that's what's going on in your present. Lots of secretive energy, but also very dominant, powerful, feminine energy. Secretive females. And there could be two of them. Yeah, for my male Aries watching, if you're trying to uncover secrets about different women in your life, one of them is moving and not telling you, or someone has a secret that they're not telling you. You get where I'm going with that. Okay, moving on. In your future, we have the Knight of Wands, Sagittarian energy, but it's fire. Aries, Leo, Sag, passionately moving forward, moving away from the Queen of Wands. So that is your card, Aries. And the King of Swords. Okay, so you have a lot of people going on here. Okay, so you go from being in your chariot, forward movement, to the suggestion, the guidance of don't move yet, sit on it, think, balance yourself out, consider all aspects of it, trust your intuition. It's like once you feel like you can get out of that mode, Aries, boom, you're off. Not Sagittarius. Knight of Wands is one of the fastest moving knights in the deck. He's not the Knight of Swords, that's the fastest. But this has to do with the passion, the creativity, the growth. It can be love in a sense. With this card, I always feel like it's like you've had a dog on a leash and then you release it and it bolts, right? It's so excited to be free, but it's exciting. It's again, it's passion. It's fire energy. And he's moving away from the Queen of Wands. He or she, it doesn't matter. I'm just going off the gender of the cards, but we all have masculine and feminine qualities. And this guy's going towards the world. Okay. So yeah, he is going towards something great, something big, literally the world, something that offers huge amounts of potential and possibilities. That circular wreath, it speaks about harmony, completion of cycles, new cycles. I always see the woman in the middle who's kind of like nude, naked there. She's an artist of some kind, whether she's a dancer or a painter or a poet or a musician. To me, it always speaks about something creative, and it could just be self-expression if you don't work in a creative field. It could be expressing your love to that person who is your world, right? Who has just your undying affection. The 4 fixed zodiac signs are always shown on the world cards. So you have Taurus, you have Scorpio, Leo, and who am I missing? Aquarius. So you might be headed towards one of those people. But I just think you're headed down a new path. After the world comes the Fool. So it's like closing up cycles. Closing up cycles to begin a new journey, a new path. And again, if pregnancy is involved here, again, cycles, the idea of being naked, delivering something new into the world. This is like the crowning of the baby, if you will. Not for all of you, but it could be for some. So then you have the card of assessment, someone seeking knowledge about your happiness. Wow, okay. So then I think this might still be you. I mean, it is your card, Aries. Maybe it's like you've taken this idea once you've rapidly gone towards the world. And it takes time, right? The last card in the Major Arcana. It doesn't just happen overnight. If you're headed towards greater things, destinations, you might be literally traveling the world, right? We did talk about travel in your chariot. If you're seeing the world, especially if it is career related, yeah, it's like you've come into your power. You've ascended in self-knowledge. I think that's what that was with the High Priestess. You've gained a better understanding, and it's like now you're not the knight, you're not the page, you're the queen. That makes sense, actually. Okay, I think that's what that was. It's like you're going from the knight to the queen because you've gained some knowledge if you take the time to think, right? This card is really important here. If you take the time to assess from within, again, going out into nature, seeking answers from the universe. 10 of Pentacles, prosperity. This can literally be the riches card, right? Money, abundance. It also speaks about growing a family. It's frequently showed with the legacy of a family, generational. You have dogs representing loyalty. So it could be choosing your person that you want to build the world with. It could literally be building a family if there's a baby involved here. And again, if it's a career endeavor, it looks like it's going to be very fruitful for you. You're in queen energy, whether you're masculine or feminine, doesn't matter. But the Queen of Wands is the most charismatic of the queens. She's the most fun. She's the most passionate, and I sort of want to say lighthearted, but her fire changes. If you're with her now, that doesn't always mean that she has staying power, because fires burn out, right? They can't constantly invest all their time and energy into one thing or one person all the time. There's a need for fire signs to travel, to go, to seek more oxygen, right? If you suffocate them, the fire will dim, the fire will go out. So something about this, again, it requires going out into the world, Aries, for you to achieve this 10 of Pentacles, which the 10 of Pentacles is also emotionally fulfilling. It's certainly fulfilling in a monetary standpoint, right? But if you're surrounded by family, you're surrounded by friends, you're in a career that you love, then I would say that's a good foundation for your 10 of Cups, the emotional side of what feels best. You know, tens are tens. They're the closeout number. They're the end of that. Yeah, I mean, that's really cool. And then you have the King of Swords. So that is Aquarian energy. That is someone who has a great wealth of knowledge. I think he's considered to be like the highest king of the tarot cards, right? He certainly has the most wealth of knowledge. That is his sword of truth that he holds. It's all about logic. interestingly enough, it's the opposite of what I was saying before, how this decision that you're waiting on has nothing to do with the analytics, with the numbers, with the data, with what you're jotting down on paper. It's the feeling of what you go after. And so here's the thing. Once you go after the feeling, once you listen to your heart, it's like, what is the expression? I want to say like the riches are in what you feel and what's in your heart. There's some great expression that it's totally not coming to mind, but maybe some of you know what I'm getting at. It's like the richest things in your life are not the possessions. It's like the people or the feelings you create when you're with those people, when you chase after your dreams, when you go after your world. That is what's emotionally fulfilling to you. And only after that, once you follow your heart, then something to do with logic, something to do with the analysis, the details, the truth, the clarity of the situation. It could literally be an Aquarius coming into your life, for the single ones, and maybe that's a potential suitor. But here's the thing, I don't think this is you, Aries. In fact, you're looking at this person in my board. If this is your card, this King of Swords has caught your eye. The thing is, I think you've caught their eye as well. And I'm not necessarily saying, oh my God, it's the person of your dreams. This King of Swords could be a lot of different people in your life. It could be a potential boss, someone hiring you. It could be a new friendship. It could be a romantic suitor. It could be your mother. It could be your father. It's someone witnessing your success because you've listened to your heart. And I'm actually getting, it could be this Page of Swords, the one in your middle spread who is grilling you for information about why is Aries so happy, what is going on in their life, why are they not communicating with me. It's that spy card, someone who's trying to learn more about your situation. I think this is them again, and because it's the future, and the future with the world and the Ten of Pentacles, this is long-term future. This isn't like June. This is like years down the road I'm getting. So it would make sense that this Page of Swords has graduated to this Knight of Swords, or King of Swords energy, rather. This is someone who, they live off of the facts. It could be a judge. They live off of the details, the knowledge, the truth. So in time, they've grown from the Page of Swords to the Knight of Swords. The Page of Swords being like the page of knowledge to the King of Knowledge, right? And there's nothing wrong with their approach to life. I need to be very clear about that. It's just a different way of looking at things. It's a different perspective on life. I'll pull a clarifier on. I'm saying him because it's a masculine card, but it doesn't have to be a male. It could be, like I said, a lot of people. Can we clarify this King of Swords for Aries? Who's this King of Swords? What do we need to know about him? We need to know a lot about him, apparently. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So the way I was saying this person was grilling you for information, it didn't feel good. It felt like they were in a lower vibration, and it's because they were. For some reason, this King of Swords came from a lot of pain, mental pain, and that's frequently the case. When you're surrounded by people who are not vibing in a good way, when they give you literally bad vibes, when they're just negative and, again, like pressing you for details, giving you shit, like saying, like talking shit, that kind of thing, spying, it's because they're not vibrating high. They're in a lower negative vibration, and this lower negative vibration was killing them. It was something they needed to release to come into their full potential as a person. So I will say that if in the present you think you know who this is and they're just like a nasty, toxic person in your life, be careful. I'm not saying you need to go hang out with them. Distance yourself. But know that their perspective is coming from a lot of heartbreak and pain. They may have stuff going on at home that you don't know about. So I am saying that I have some sympathy for this person because, yeah, it's like there are things that they didn't want to deal with. They didn't want to face their own pain. They may have been projecting it onto you and saying like some nasty shit. But they were guarding themselves. It was like they were protecting themselves because they didn't want to look within and deal with what's going wrong in their life. So instead, they immediately jumped to jealousy of like, well, why is Aries so good? What makes them so great? It's because they were really unhappy with their life. However, they have graduated from that. In fact, it's actually really encouraging. They have come out victorious on top. King of Swords, right? He came from the Knight. He's fought many battles. He still holds his sword. But his his battles have been won by using truth, knowledge, clarity, by thinking with clarity, not participating in lower vibrational ickiness. You get what I'm saying? So then what else is clarifying this King of Swords is the Two of Cups, someone you exchange cups with, cups being water, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, but also water being love, emotions, kindness. Now, this could be someone who just wants to hang out with you and start a friendship, but he was also clarified by the Lovers card. So I'm just going to leave that there, right? This King of Swords, it could be an Aquarian, it could be a Gemini. You do lots of air energies, so Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, very much so. Two of Cups, though, it's new love. It's the beginning. It's when you go out for drinks with someone and get to know them. So I think mutually you've caught each other's eyes. So Aries, I don't know if you have an air sign in your life. But again, this speaks very much to the future for me. So this might not be coming in for a couple months, couple years maybe. But the thing is, you're going to be so busy with whatever this like creative endeavor is that I don't know how important this King of Swords is. What did I put in? I don't know how important this character is in the present. Again, there's a reason why things are taking time. There's a reason why this King of Swords hasn't come in yet. Because right now he's not in a good place right now. He or she, whatever. But it's encouraging because there could be a reconciliation in the future if this is the same person. And yeah, the lovers, there's some sense of love here. If it's a family, it could be, again, mother, father. It could be a family member that you reconnect with. But Cupid is up above, right? Cupid's about to shoot his arrow. And there are 3 people here, so someone may have options. Someone may get to choose between option A or option B. And that's actually what this could be, too. This can be a card of choosing. But again, because it's in the future, it's not terribly important in the now. In the now, your major message is wait. Hold on. Think things through, let things gestate, let things marinate. There are secrets that are going to be revealed later on. And I'm not getting anything bad with secrets. Sometimes like the High Priestess can speak of like infidelity or this or that. It's not that though. It's not. It's a need for you to sit and be patient, which is hard. You know, for a fire sign, Aries, you are very strong-headed. You don't like to be told what to do. You're probably watching this now going, are you freaking kidding me? I can feel that. But hey, take it or leave it. Take it as it resonates. I'm just here to help. Don't shoot the messenger. All right, we are in the season of Taurus. What spirit animal oracle card can we get for our Aries friends? For Aries, what message can go along? Everybody's gotten like a million. I'm only going to take one. The one that fell on top is Stag Spirit. Take the lead. Oh, you had 2. Sneaky, sneaky. All right, you were meant to have 2, so I'll read them both to you. Stag Spirit, take the lead. Well, that's never a problem for you, Aries, is it? I don't think you're going to have a difficulty at all taking the lead. In fact, I'm joking, but like that's one of your strong suits. You don't need to be told what to do because you just naturally know, instinctually, right? You know there's fire there. I'm going to go discover. There's something to be had there. There's warmth. It's calling me. I'm going to go because my heart tells me to. But it's funny. This is like a very Zen, yogi, high priestess kind of, right? Spiritual stag. So it's this very good balance of take the lead, but there's no rush in doing it. You're in charge, right? You're going to give birth to this baby. So just enjoy the process. You're still going to get the lead role, right? You're still going to take the lead. You're going to get your 10 of Cups and your 10 of Pentacles. They're here. They're on the board. It's just the process of getting them. It's not always going to be in this Knight of Wands energy because it can't, right? Fire burns out. It needs to be, stoked with wood. It needs to be kindled. Is that the right word? Time. Oh, this is adorable. The next one is Cat Spirit. That's adorable. Claim your independence. Again, I don't think that's an issue for you, Aries. So by these cards, I think it's just reinforcing like you're good being you, Aries. There's nothing that needs to change. You just need to be patient. That's all. Because it's all coming in for you. It's all coming in for you. Cat Spirit, claim your independence. And that could also speak to this. If people are grilling you for ideas, if people want what's in your cup, you don't owe anybody anything. You can be on your own journey. If you want to travel across the world by yourself, do it. Go for it. You don't need anyone's permission or guidance. As much as they may tell you that's not smart, that's not a good idea, you're not planning things correctly. If your heart is telling you, follow that creative path, do it. Claim your independence. Worst case scenario, something happens and it doesn't go the way you thought it would. It's a lesson. And that is what life is about, learning new lessons, right? Cat spirit. I can't. It's so ridiculous. I love it. Cat spirit and stag spirit. That's what I got for you guys. All right, Aries, I love you much. Thank you for joining me today. I hope that was helpful. I hope that gave you some insight into something. Please do like, share, subscribe. And yeah, I will see you guys mid-month for some check-ins, maybe on love and career. Those are always fun ones, and they will be shorter, I promise. Thanks for tuning in. I love you guys. Bye.